It's me. I'm your host. Obviously, I'm a little person. I live in a tiny house and I built with my hands. Yes, I can cook. Yes, I can drive. Yes, I can split a car sideways with a bullet from 20 feet away. So basically, that means I'm 3 foot, 50 pounds. Of I bet you won't try none, sucker. I have a wide range of skills and thus hobbies that I use to modify the world around me. I also happen to spend a lot of my time taking care of my animals and my wildlife. So I figured, what better way to introduce you to me and my channel than to take you along on a feed and greet. So come along, let's go. We'll start with my snakes. Oh, and by the way, I've been asked by a lot of people to make a walkthrough video of my house. I do plan to do it, but I'm constantly at a stage of construction that I'm just not wanting to show off yet. But I'm going to stop doing that. From now on, I'll be taking you along on this journey so that you can see how I work and how I build. However, as you can see, I need to get a gimbal camera before I do a full walkthrough tour. My diastrophic wobble may make everybody sick. That's my type of dwarfism, but that's a topic for another video. Meet Mr. Puffy Cheeks. This is my Arctic Anaconda plains hognose snake. They're formerly known as Western hognose snakes. The Arctic and the Anaconda refer to the two codominant genetic traits, also known as morphs, which create the specific pattern and the coloration that you see. Many people refer to these snakes as drama noodles. This is because when they feel threatened or scared, they will bluff strike, puff up, musk on you, even somewhat hood up, similar to what a cobra does when they flatten their head out, in order to appear larger and more threatening. When all of these attempts fail, their final tactic is to turn over and play dead. They are considered rear fang venomous. This venom doesn't pose too much threat to humans though. It's mostly just used to subdue frogs and other small prey in the wild. Human reactions to this venom range from nothing at all to others saying the experience is similar to that of being bitten by a bee. So here you can see one of the cool characteristics of the Arctic gene. You can see the black mouth and the black tongue, and the belly of the snake is also black. Here he is showing a couple of those bluff strikes that I told you about. And meet Miss Wiggles. She's also an Arctic Anaconda plain hognose. I'll be breeding these two in the future. They'll be the first of many pairs yet to come. So the breeder that I purchased her from actually gave her the name Mrs. Wiggleworm. I've been calling her Miss Wiggles for short. Obviously, you can see why she got that nickname, because she likes to wiggle way down into Aspen and makes it really difficult to find her. I'm glad she's a friendly snake because apparently she found me before I found her. Hognose are known to have rather large clutches, ranging anywhere from 8 to 25 plus eggs at a time. Because the Arctic gene and the Anaconda gene are both codominant, the offspring only has to receive the trait from one parent in order to be a visual representation of the morph. So an offspring that receives the same codominant trait from both parents will display an express form of the trait, known as a super form. I'm hoping to produce the all-gene animal, a super Arctic super Anaconda. These snakes sell for around $2,500 each. I have some time to wait though. My female has to be at least 250 grams to breed, which typically takes about 2.5 years. The male will be ready within about a year. Okay, meet Scarlet. She's my normal ball python. By normal, I'm referring to the morph or the color pattern combination. The normal is the wild type, exactly how they look in sub-Saharan Africa. She is about a year old, 3.5 to 4 foot long, and weighs about 775 grams. She would get up to 5 feet and anywhere between 3,000 to 5,000 grams. She's an absolute sweetheart and loves to come out and just hang out on my neck. As you can see, she's nearly outgrown this enclosure, so I just purchased some sheets of PVC and I'm about to build her a new enclosure this week. Is it good, baby girl? Yummy. I'm really looking forward to giving her some more space. Oh, and a new swimming hole. Okay, so you don't like snakes. How about mammals? Like a deer? Say hello to Rosie, though. She was found in the garden by her dogs about 7 years ago. She appeared only to be a couple hours old. After we checked her all over to make sure the dogs hadn't hurt her, we decided to place her back in the garden and leave her, hoping that her mom would come back to get her. Doe often leave their fawn for extended periods of time throughout the day because their babies don't have a scent like the mom, so it'll help keep them away from predators. So after taking Rosie back to the garden 3 times and her following us back to the porch, we decided we had to get replacement formula and learn how to take care of her. She is free to go as she pleases, but she spends most of her time on her bed on the porch. She's given birth 5 times and is a proud grandmother. I've learned so much about deer since I've had her, and it's been quite the experience. I can share so many memories and stories about her, but I'll save those for future videos. So real quick, if you like my content, please hit the like button, maybe subscribe. Feel free to comment down below, leave some ideas for some videos you'd like to see. So I'm just now building my channel. I'm still at the stage that I'm stacking up cardboard boxes to prop my phone up on, trying to get some videos for y'all. So if you'd like to support me, I created a Patreon. The link will be in the description down below. Feel free to donate if you can. If you can't, just enjoy my videos. Don't feel like you have to donate. Your time alone is enough. Every like, share, helps this channel out, helps it grow. Every bit of support is much appreciated. Alrighty then. Now that we got that order of business out the way, let's get back to the animals. Meet my house cat, Dora the Explorer. I know, she doesn't look much like a cat, but frankly, it's 2021. If humans can identify in whatever they like, then why can't animals? To be honest, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure Rosie identifies as a dog. She sure knows how to fight like one, that's for sure. Don't come up in here uninvited. Come on. Let me put you upstairs. Come on. Sandora was found dehydrated and starving in the bottom of a 5-gallon bucket. She only weighed 15 grams. These amazing creatures that have been around since the dinosaurs only live 1 to 3 years in the wild, and possibly up to 4 to 5 in captivity. She might look big, but she's only about 4 months old. They have a very specialized diet. Much like squirrels, you have to really monitor their phosphorus intake and give them adequate calcium in their diet to avoid MBD, which is metabolic bone disorder. An animal that has MBD is no longer releasable. So I hate to hear people smack when they chew their food, but I can honestly sit here and listen to her smack all day. I don't know what it is, but it's just the cutest thing to watch her eat. I've been asked several times, do I bathe her? No, I don't bathe her. In fact, it's not good for them. It's very hard on their coat. But as you can see, she does a good job of bathing herself. Look at that nose. I bet you want to boop it. So, speaking of squirrel, meet my boy Alvin. He was rescued by a friend doing a roofing job. Does Alvin want some avocado? Does Alvin want some squash? So they watched for several days and they saw no sign of his mom, so they took him home. Now he lives here on the oasis where he'll spend the rest of his days. So here's a fun fact. A squirrel has a bite force of over 7,000 pounds per square inch. That's over 3 times that of a grizzly bear. Your pit bull has nothing on Alvin. Thanks for watching. Well, look at that. Would you just look at it?